I'm finally here with my very first craft fair series project of 2018. So the project that I'm going to show you today, we're going to do a tutorial and I'm going to show you all the materials you're going to need and pricing and everything. So go ahead and just stay tuned to the end for the pricing, and I hope that you can sit back with your coffee and enjoy. So what I've created are these cute little activity packs. These are for kids, and I was inspired by Lindsay. She's over at the Frugal Crafter here on YouTube. I'm going to link her channel below. She did something similar to this, and that's where I got this cute idea. So, of course, sorry about the glare. It's wrapped in a little plastic sleeve, so it's kind of hard to see, but I will go ahead and take one out eventually and show you. So what these are they're cute little double pocket little activity packs for traveling for kids, or just, if you're at a restaurant, or if you want to have like little settings at a table for the kids. And I'm going to go ahead and take it out because it's so cute, and I used a lot of Dollar Tree items for this. And of course the crayons are back to school. They're 50 cents right now for the 24 pack of Crayolas. So this is what it is, and as you can see, I accidentally put the paper backwards, but I'm showing you here how it's so cute, and the crayons don't fall out, and I'm going to show you how I keep them in there. And then see this little plastic sleeve? There's some goodies in there, and it's right in front of the crayons, and it's to protect any other surface like the papers behind it from getting marked by the crayons, because they will kind of mark whatever it's laying up against. So I thought that was a good idea to slip some plastic in there. And we're going to go ahead and do one of these on video, but see how my little campers are upside down? I'm going to show you how not to do that. And then I also went ahead and made a cute little sleeve for it. And in the beginning of the video, and you can still kind of see here, I used the pink lemonade paper pad from Hobby Lobby, and I just love that paper pad. It's so colorful and summery and so cute. So before we get into the tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and show you all the ones that I have made so far. Okay, so here they are. These are all the cute activity packs that I've made so far using the adorable pink lemonade paper. So let me zoom in here and show you all the ones I made. And again, there's going to be a glare, so I'll try to angle it as best I can. But what I did is I just used one sheet of 12 by 12 paper for each pack. And then we're going to put some goodies inside, and I'm of course going to show you what those goodies are. But see that pink gingham one? I accidentally folded the paper the other way, but it turned out fine anyways. So if you were wondering where I got this adorable tray from, I got it at Target in the dollar spot, and it was $3, and I got it in orange and pink. Okay, everybody, so those are all the cute little fun activity packs, whatever I'm going to decide to call them. I made 16 of them, and we're going to make one here on camera. And I love this project because it's going to use up your single-sided 12 by 12 paper, and you could just make these for days. And you can make these for anything you want. You don't have to make them for kids with the crayons. You can make little stationery sets for your friends. You can make, just these pockets and put goodies in them for your friends. They could be like bag flips or pocket, what are they called? Flip book type things. You can put them into a mini album, anything. So the possibilities are really endless with this, and I hope you take it and make it your own. But let's go ahead and get into this easy tutorial. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and show you all the tools you're going to need. You're going to need a paper cutter, some adhesive, and you can use dry or wet adhesive, it doesn't matter. I do recommend that you get, for one of the parts on here, some strong sticky tape. So I'm using score tape. You can use the red line tape, a bone folder, and I use some twine, and I'll show you where. It's optional. I use some scissors and some decorative scissors, and you can use edge punches or you don't have to use them at all. It's optional. You need a ruler, all like the basic kind of things, and some kind of stapler. You don't have to have the tiny attacher. You can use a regular stapler if you don't have a tiny attacher. It'll work just fine. Next, I'm going to go ahead and insert a clip of all of the materials that I used to make these. Now, like I said, you can make them your own and stuff them with whatever you want, but I'm just going to insert a clip here of all the stuff that I used. So I apologize for the lighting in this clip. I just kind of scanned over at night and I didn't have the best lighting in my craft room. So I used a 12 by 12 paper pad. I didn't end up using the one under there. I just used the pink lemonade one. And these activity pads are so cool. I got them 3 to a pack at the Dollar Tree, and I'll show you where we're going to use those. I used some unruled index cards, just the normal size. I used some pre-cut cardstock that measures 4 by 5, and it's all different colors. And actually it came like a card set, so they were already pre-cut. And I used some crayons, so now's the time to get the crayons when it's back to school sales. These were 50 cents a piece. And then over there were some stickers from Dollar Tree. So these are all the items that you're going to need. And the only thing I didn't show here was the tag. I put one tag in each of these little sets with some twine on it. Okay, so now I'm just going to go flip through my 12 by 12 paper pad and choose the pattern that I want to use. I think I'm going to use the campers again because if you noticed when I was showing you the ones I made, I did the campers backwards. And so I'm going to show you how not to do that with another sheet of the campers. This is my absolute favorite. This is why I bought the paper pad. I absolutely love this. It's so cute. So let's get started. This could not be easier. The first thing you're going to do is get your piece of paper and cut it down to 9 by 12. So it's pretty easy because of course the paper's already 12 inches, so you just have to take 3 inches off. And go ahead and save the scrap because we're going to need the entire 12 by 12 piece. So the 3 inches that you cut off, make sure you save that. So now you've got this piece left over that measures 3 by 12. You're going to cut it right in half at 6. So then you're going to have 2 pieces that measure 3 by 6. And I'll show you later on where we're going to use those. Okay, so now we have our 9 by 12 piece, and what you're going to do first is just go ahead and fold this in half long ways. So take it, fold it in half long ways, and you can use your scoreboard if you want, but I think it's easier just to fold it in half, and then you can crease it with your bone folder. So after you've done that, you're going to open it up, and you're going to fold it in half the other way. So go ahead and open it up and fold it in half this way. Could not be easier. It's so fun and so easy. I didn't know these pockets were this easy to make. So now you've got this page where there's 4 panels, as you can see here. And you're going to go ahead and this is where you're going to decide the orientation of your paper. If you have a pattern, make sure that you flip it upside down to start this, okay? So my pattern is now upside down. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your ruler, and you don't have to, you can totally eyeball this part. It's not that important that it's exactly an inch. But you're just going to set your ruler up and line it up with that middle fold. And you're going to take the corner, the left corner, and you're just going to fold it over so it's 1 inch away from the fold. So see, I just measured 1 inch. So now it's 1 inch away from that middle fold. From there to there is 1 inch. Super easy. You don't even have to measure it. You can just eyeball it. So now the bottom right corner, you're going to take it and you're going to flip it and fold it all the way to that middle fold line. So you don't need a ruler at all for this because you're just going to meet up with that fold line and then crease it down with your bone folder. Okay, so that's the next step. Now the next step, you're just going to need some scissors, and you see that fold line there? You're just going to cut along that line until you meet the middle fold line. Super easy, right? Just take your scissors, cut right along that fold until you meet the other fold line. And you can use your paper trimmer for this, but I just find it way easier to grab your scissors. Okay, so now this is what we have. Our pattern is still upside down, which is good. So now you're going to take this page and you're just going to flip it and fold on that crease. And see, that kind of creates our first little pocket. And then the next thing you're going to do is just flip it around and see this loose flap here? Well, there's a fold there at the bottom, and we're going to be folding that up. So I don't want this to get obstructed at all. I want it to have a nice clean fold. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take like one little strip out of the bottom and cut that off. And actually you can take as much as you want off of this, because that little page isn't really going to matter, because it's going to be folded up and it's going to form a pocket. So let's go ahead and turn this the way we had it before and continue to work on our different folds. So now we have it the way we had it before, and this part is going to actually flip up. That's going to form your second pocket. You're going to crease that really well, and this page flips over, but then you're going to flip it back down because you need to tuck that little corner in. So flip that piece back down and just meet it with the other triangle. So see how there's like a white, where we flip that white page into a triangle? You're just going to flip that right on top of it. And this gives it a much cleaner look than just cutting that piece off. It gives it a nice thick kind of folded line there, and now there is your pocket. So there's just a couple more steps. So the first thing we're going to do is get our crayons in there, because it's much easier to do this if the crayons are kind of glued in, and it's just temporary glue. I tested this several times and they don't damage the crayons. It doesn't damage anything. So let me show you what we're going to do with the crayon. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a little bit of adhesive to keep the crayons from moving around, and it's going to make your life so much easier when you go to package these up and sell them. So what you're going to do is you're just going to open your little pocket this way and take your ruler and line the edge of your ruler, like the zero, where it says 0, up with the middle fold, not with the white paper, because remember we cut a little piece off. So with the middle fold, and at 1 1/4 inch approximately, you're just going to add a strip of adhesive, and it does not have to be perfect. You can do it at 1.5 inches, 1 1/4 to 1.5, around there. So the bottom of that first strip of adhesive is lined up with 1 1/4 inches. And I'm just kind of running it over again, just 3 strips like that. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. So you're going to want to line the bottom of your crayon up with the bottom of that first strip of adhesive. And this is just kind of the length that I liked them, where they kind of stuck out just enough and didn't really, they weren't sticking out too tall, because I didn't want them to mark up any of the papers that were going to slide into that pocket. And you'll see more on that in just a second. But anyway, I'm choosing my 5 colors here. So you're going to do 5 crayons, and adding this adhesive just kind of keeps them in place and doesn't have them moving around, because if the crayons move around, it's going to mark up your pretty paper and everything. So here's the 5 that I chose right here. And you're simply just going to place them on there. So like I said, line the bottom of the crayon up with the bottom of that first adhesive strip, and then just keep lining them up. It's this easy, you guys. So it's fun picking the colors and kind of coordinating it with the paper. So after you're done, just go ahead and give it a nice press so they stay put. And it's easy to take them off, to use them, and then stick them right back on. So look at how perfect. See how cute that looks? Okay, so I really apologize for the lighting for the next part of the video. My disc ran out in my camera, and I had to switch to another disc, and I don't know what happened, but the lighting was the exact same, and I had to switch the discs when I went to upload the videos, and this is how it looks. So I don't know what's going on, but I do apologize. I hope that you still enjoy the rest of this video, but the lighting is just super dark, so I really apologize for that. Anyways, the next part we're going to do is pick our stickers. So these stickers are all from the Dollar Tree. They come in these packs like for teachers, and they come with several sheets in each pack. So I'm doing 2 sheets of stickers per activity fun pack, whatever these are called. And then next, look at these activity pads. I got these 3 to a pack at the Dollar Tree. And they're not like the coloring book material paper where it's kind of like soft and fuzzy. I don't know how to explain it, but they're like actual real paper. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I actually made sure that, each page is a standalone. So that way if I rip it out of here, it's not going to need like the next page to continue on the activity. So I'll show you what I mean. Right now I'm just cleaning up the top line here since I ripped him out and make it nice and smooth and even. So each of these are so cute. They have an activity on one side, and on the other side it's a coloring page. So like that side would be activity and these sides are coloring pages. I think that's so awesome, especially for small children. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these all in thirds, and each of these pockets are going to get 3. So each of these little packets are going to get 3 activities. So I thought that was a cute idea. I just love how they're like a coloring on one side and activity on the other. I just think that's so cute. Anyways, so the next thing I'm going to bring in are these pieces of cardstock, and they're actually cards. They came in this set with envelopes, but I'm utilizing them for this project because they're so colorful and adorable, and I'm going to put 2 in each of these packs. So I just chose 2 colors. It's an orange and a yellow that kind of coordinate with the paper I'm using. And last, I'm going to bring in some of these unruled index cards and a cute little tag that I put some twine on. So for the index cards, I'm going to use 4 plain white index cards, and I figured little kids can draw on here, they can write little notes, they can play games, whatever. I just wanted to include 4 plain index cards, and this is where the little plastic sleeve comes in. I'm going to put those 4 index cards and the tag inside a plastic sleeve, and that's going to cause the crayons to have protection between them and the rest of these items that we're putting in so they don't mark them up. So if you're doing this project, you can use any tag that you have. I just had these little gray ones in my stash, so I decided to use them, and they look really cute with the red and white twine. And then we're going to use a plastic sleeve, and I'm going to show you the size. I get most of my plastic sleeves from clearbags.com, but for these I had these bags that I had ordered from Etsy, and I'm going to show you the dimensions so that you can go on there and order them. But right now I'm just kind of putting the twine on the little tag so it's not so plain. It has a little bit of a decorative touch to it. And then we're going to load these into that plastic sleeve. So here it is, and here's the size I'm using. It's 3 5/16 by 5 1/8. And I got these from Etsy, and but in an upcoming video I'm going to share with you more about the plastic sleeves that I use and share where you can buy them and everything like that. But I just happen to have these in my stash. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in here, and it's perfect, like I said, to protect the crayons from marking anything up. So let's go ahead and just assemble this and put all these goodies into the pocket. So it's that simple, everybody. Our cute little double pocket activity pad. And now the last thing to do is I just like to cover those staples in the back. And I'm going to use this 6x3 piece of paper that we reserved. And it leaves a little white strip on the right side. And that's where you can write with your like cute handwriting or multicolor pens or whatever. Or you can even print something out on your computer. But that's where I think I'm going to go ahead and write what all comes in here. So that way, if parents want to buy it, want to buy it for their kids, they'll know what's in there. And so you just carefully put that on because, of course, it's already loaded. You have to wait, unfortunately, till you put the staples in to cover it. and that's why it's kind of a little more awkward, but you can still get it and burnish it down with your bone folder on all ends, and you're good to go. So the paper pad had this cute little page of cut aparts with these little 2x2 squares. So I cut each one out for the front of these little packs, and I used the camper for this one, of course, and I backed it on some orange cardstock. And so I'm just going to adhere that down before we put this in the plastic sleeve. Gonna need that little scrap we have left, and these are some more bags, the clear sleeves that are 4 3/4 by 6.5, and I got these from Etsy as well. Like I mentioned, I do get most of my bags from clearbags.com, but I happen to have these in my stash and they fit perfectly for these. So as you can see, I actually am sliding these in kind of backwards, so the top becomes the bottom and the bottom becomes the top, because on the bottom of the bag, which is now where the top of our packet is, it's gonna have a little cute bag topper that we're gonna create with that scrap piece of paper. So make sure you put them in that way. And I took about an inch off of this. I just kind of measured it and cut it with my scissors because it was a little too long for these bags, but I just fold that in half long ways, as you can see, and use some decorative scissors, or you can use an edge punch to make a cute little decorative edge to this, because we're going to go ahead and staple this as a bag topper just for more of a cute artsy touch and a finished look to these packets. So then you just stick it on there and you grab your stapler and you just attach it. It's pretty easy. Just make sure you do not staple any part of the packet that's inside. Just staple the plastic to that bag topper piece. And of course I just get a little bit, extra about it, and I add more staples just so it doesn't move around, but you don't have to. You can just add one to the middle. You can even add embellishments on here. I might add some ribbon or something, but I think it looks cute just like this. My favorite part about this project is that this is made out of one piece of 12 by 12 paper, bag topper and all you have left from that piece of 12 by 12 is that little tiny scrap off to the right. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about pricing. So I made 17 of these, and I don't know how they're going to move. I've never made these before for a craft fair. So as I mentioned in my launch video, I have 2 craft fairs this year. So if I run out in the first, which would be awesome, I can always make another batch for the second one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to price these for $3 each, and I'm going to also offer 2 for $5. So that's my pricing for my craft fairs, for my customer, base that I know attends the craft fairs that I'm in. You decide what you think is best for your craft fair. I just know that a lot of you love when I mention my pricing, so that's why I'm doing it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure enjoyed making these. For those of you who have just come to my channel, I do these craft fair series every single year. I've been doing craft fair projects on this channel since 2012, but officially I have been doing craft fair series around this time of year since 2015. So this is my 4th annual craft fair series. I hope that you stick around and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because this is just the first video of many for my 2018 craft fair series. I'm going to be doing lots of projects and tutorials and prep for my craft fair. There's also going to be tips and fun things along the way. So I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. And to everybody who's already subscribed, I can never thank you enough for your incredible support. It just means so much to me. And everybody, new subbies, old, I hope that you watched my previous video, the launch of my craft fair series for this year. I'm doing a giveaway, and the goodies are on that video, and they're amazing. So I hope you go and check that out. And also, I have an Instagram. It's Trapeze Crafts, and I hope that you'll go over there and follow me on Instagram, because I do updates, and I'm going to have my craft fair series goodies over there as well, and I do stories sometimes. So I hope you go check me out and follow me on Instagram. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I will have my next one out very soon, And I hope you all have a wonderful week. See you in the next one. Bye.